Hello, and welcome to the weekly blend from Roofers Coffee Shop, Metal Coffee Shop, and Coatings Coffee Shop, and Ask a Roofer. This is Heidi Ellsworth,
I'm Karen Edwards.
and we're here to talk about what's happening. And oh man, has a lot been happening, Karen.
It sure has. It looks like you're back in the office and not running around the globe.
I know. I'm so happy to be back in Sisters, Oregon. But wow, what an experience for Roofers Coffee Shop to be asked to go to the IFD, International Federation of Roofing Trades, Young Competitors, Young Roofers competition. Karen, Innsbruck, Austria was beautiful.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was following along on social media and on YouTube. So if you guys are hearing about this right now and saying, "What?" Go to our YouTube channel because we've got a playlist of the US teams competing, the competition floor,
Yeah.
lots of cool stuff out there for you.
Really, really cool. And I have to tell you, for Megan Ellsworth and myself to be able to travel with the teams, we actually met them in Chicago. We were all on the same plane, all in the same bus into Innsbruck, and then spend the entire week with them. I mean, we were there every part of the competition, watching them, and the teams did so great, Karen. I mean, what an amazing learning experience for the first time because it was the first time the U.S. has ever competed. And I just want to do a shout out to all of the teams because they were just so amazing. So from Global Roofing Group, we had Casey Green and Doug Rojas, who were the competitors, did in metal roofing, and boy, they did an American flag the last day that was just absolutely beautiful. You can see that online too. And their coaches were Ridian Cami, Eric Stiller, and Sean Wood. Great guys. In fact, they were the first ones we met when we were in Chicago. So just amazing. And then from K Post Roofing and Waterproofing, we had Marco Espinoza and Alex Gutierrez. For flat roofing with their coach Glauco Gutierrez. Again, I have to tell you, Karen, the second day when they were doing the modified bitumen mock-up and their competition, they finished right. I mean, it was like they finished and then the buzzer went off. It was
Oh
so
wow.
exciting. Yeah, it was so exciting. And they did such a great job. And then Durable Slate, who with Adam Wilcher and Luke Frediger, with coached by John Chan, and they did pitched roofing, and their slate roof for the last day was so beautiful. You can see all of this in the article that is on Roofers Coffee Shop, and it was just great people. I have to tell you, the thing I came away with most is roofing respect. There's so much respect for our roofing professionals, and it just showed in the friendships with all the different countries. It was amazing.
And this is every 2 years, right?
Yes. Yep. The next one's gonna be in Budapest, Hungary. So,
Nice.
and we met the coaches from Hungary. We met the coaches from UK, from Switzerland. Our competitors and their competitors all became friends. Yeah, it was Megan became friends with all the young competitors. It was really something. It made you feel very proud to be part of the roofing and to be. They were happy to have the U.S. there, so we were happy to be there. It was
That's
great.
cool.
I was also able to attend parts of the IFD Congress, which is every year, and that's where countries from all over the globe come together to talk about roofing with presentations, initiatives. Again, so it was just that bigger picture of how great, really the professionalism and respect for roofing around the world. To be a part of that was really awesome.
Very
So,
cool. Very cool.
yeah.
Yay.
And I have to say, talking about a great experience. But right before we went to Austria for the competition, Megan and I were at Duralast headquarters, and we were able to do a live coffee conversations with the Gottrin brothers, kids. They are leading manufacturers reps out of Ohio and Michigan. If you haven't watched it, you got to watch it. It was, I have to tell you, I could have gone for another hour. In fact, we did. We have after the coffee conversation that is going to be coming out as our producers are putting that together to just kind of show the stories, the professionalism, the family, the generations. So Karen, I know you were on there, and it was pretty cool, huh?
I was on there. Yeah, yeah. What a great group of folks, and it was really cool hearing how each one got involved. not intending to, right? I'm going to
Right,
go do
right.
something else. And somehow they ended up back there. And there was a lot of great conversation happening in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was really cool. So we're doing those. We've done them this year. We're live out in the field. We're doing live coffee conversations. Watch for those coming in the new year. We've got some really exciting ones coming up in the new year where we're going to be live across
Yes,
the country
yes.
and maybe the globe. You never
I
know.
mean, we're live every time we do it, but on location is
Yes,
the
on
difference.
location.
Yes.
Yes, that's it, 100%. Well, and speaking of which, Karen, while I was in Austria, you did the coffee conversations for the trends report. Tell us about that.
I did. Yeah, that was last Thursday, and that was a great conversation. We had two contractors, Amanda from Maven Roofing, and then Rachel from Ace Roofing, one from the East Coast, one from the West Coast, and then we had a manufacturer, John Gardner from Owens Corning,
Love
and
him.
Lauren, our editor,
Yeah.
who manages the survey every year, was there to offer some insight. And that was a great conversation too, with people, chiming in about what they're seeing in their areas and asking questions. And I think it was really insightful. And we did wrap up at the end with a couple of predictions for 2025. So you should check that out. That's on rooferscoffeeshop.com, and it's out on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. It's great
Oh,
conversations. That's what we want to keep going are these
yeah,
conversations.
and download the trends report. It's out
Yeah.
on our site, right? And it's so interesting because we've got these trends reports going back to 2016. Just fill out the
Yes.
form, you can access all of them. And it's really interesting to look year over year over year to see what is consistent and what's changing.
Right. And I went through it obviously, and I just love, I mean, some of the insights that are coming on. And you know what was really interesting? Just one note is it's been so much about labor shortage as a pain, but there was this time more about materials, about just backlogs. There was a little bit more and subcrews going on talking about what are some of the biggest challenges. So it's really a great report to go see and help you kind of with your planning for 2025.
The sub crew, we had 210 responses, right? And everyone answered, are you using sub crews? Yes or no. And then when we asked, well, how many different sub crews are you working with? Only 120 people told us that. So people didn't want
Yeah.
to say. And we talked about that during that conversation. Why? And we talked about the whole 1099 versus W-2. And so, there's some good tips and conversation out there that you really should check that out.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. I love it. And then today, speaking of keeping the conversation going, today you're going to be talking about snow retention.
I know, and the timing is perfect because I think the Pacific Northwest is just getting
We just
hammered
got
with
snow.
snow, and yeah, the mountains in California, and it's going to be a good conversation. I didn't know that snow guards and snow retention is really not part of the building code. And it's crazy to think
I
that.
know.
And
It's such a
so
danger.
that's happening today, in just about 3 hours from now. So you can still register and attend,
Yep.
or as always, you can watch it on demand.
I'm sure they're watching live on LinkedIn right now. So go out there and register for this because it's be great. And while you're out there registering, register for the coffee conversations tomorrow morning. I am so excited about this one. It's all about acquisition frenzy. And it really is, we've talked so much about the contractors and the acquisitions of roofing companies, but there has been acquisitions, huge acquisitions within distribution and within manufacturing. And so
Hmm.
we have our experts, Reed Ribble, who is always a favorite to come back, Ron Harriman, Ed Kruzak, and Brian Whelan, who are all going to be talking about the current state of acquisitions. And I think we'll be talking, Karen, a little bit about how this compares to the 90s, because I remember going through this in the 90s. I'm really interested to see the cycles that they're seeing, especially on the manufacturing front. That seems to be kind of where, a lot of acquisitions and then a lot of startups and then a lot of acquisitions and then a lot of
Yeah,
startups.
yeah. It's every day. There's rumors out there.
There are lots of rumors. So be sure to sign up for that. And then, Karen, we had a great lunch and learn hosted by Megan Ellsworth. I was really excited about that.
Yeah, yeah. Our friends at Engage had a conversation, and it's all about being your own champion and like kind of taking control of your career, setting goals. Well, how should you do that? You know, what does that look like? And I haven't listened to it yet because it just came out yesterday. But we'll be sending an email out later this week with that link in there, so you all, you know, a quick 30 minutes. What a great topic. You know, we're always talking about a product or a performance and this is really personal, right? This is
Yeah.
something that's really going to help you grow your career and get where you want to be.
I have to tell you, Karen, when I was reading the testimonials in the trends report and what, because everybody left a little like, what can we do better? Or what do you like about the coffee shops? And one of the ones that really stood out to me, a number of times, people mentioned the lunch and learns
Mm-hmm.
and how much they love them and how they're using them in their office. So don't forget when you do those lunch and learns that there is a quiz. And if you take the quiz, and you'll get a certificate of completion, and then your name also gets put in to get a free lunch. So with the drawing, so be sure to take advantage of all that with your team. It's very fun and some great feedback. So, okay, let's talk a little bit about the newsroom. We already talked about the IFD article that talks about who all won, everything that happened. So that's in the news. But there's a fun one, Karen, that we do every year.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that.
Yeah, well, you know, Thanksgiving's next week, right? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, that means
I
Black
know.
Friday. That means we're going to start Christmas shopping, right? So we have an article in the newsroom with 12 gift ideas for the roofer in your life. And there's some fun ones and yeah, some good ideas out there. So if you do have a roofer in your life, which you know, we know you do.
We
Um,
know you do.
there's some cool gift ideas ranging from, you know, a small to a big. So
Yeah.
check it out.
Well, I have to tell you, every year, and I think I wrote one of the very first ones. You've written them this year. Emma wrote it, and it always has some of the highest analytics. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just people love it, and people keep coming back to it for those ideas. So check it out, and check out the classifieds because some of the items that are in that list are also on the classifieds, including Skylift for that patio remodel and saving your roof that you might want to do, and also U anchors for your commercial to keep everything where it should be with this
Yes.
extreme weather. Also Cottney Consulting.
Oh yeah.
They're on there. What a great gift. So between the article and the classifieds, forget about Black Friday. You're set. You got everything you need.
That's right.
Speaking about Thanksgiving, Karen, I think we're going to take a break next week.
We are. Yeah. Yeah. You're
Yes.
taking some time off. I'm going to try to take some time
Yes.
off. Yeah. So
Yes.
we wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving and hope you get to spend it with your friends and family. And look on social media. Some of our crew is going to be sharing things they're thankful for.
Yes, very fun. I love those. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I have to tell you from the coffee shops, we are most thankful for you. So thank you for watching this, for being a part of the coffee shops, and we look forward to all of the holidays. So happy holidays, and we'll see you after this first one. See you in a couple weeks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Awesome. I gotta hop. Gotta go
Me
find
too.
Kevin.
Sherwin
Bye.
Williams. Okay. Bye, you guys. See ya.